Hi, we're Acquaintance Cures Volumes. My name is James. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of July, 2024. Um, for some reason, I'm feeling like certain things are pretty bad right now. And I've been tagged to do the It Isn't That Bad book tag by Pat, the great Pat, at Book Chat with Pat. Thank you for the tag, Pat. So I'm going to do this. I hope it makes me feel a little better. Um, uh, if you're curious, it's nothing to do with me or Louise. We're okay, but some of the recent news from the Supreme Court has me feeling a little bit unsettled. So let's do this tag and see how we feel about it. This was an original tag created by Melinda at a Web of Stories. I'm pretty sure I've done a tag created by her before. I just don't remember what it was. Melinda says there are a lot of things we were told we shouldn't do as readers, and honestly, those things really aren't bad. In the grand scheme of things, Melinda is correct about that. So, these are things that some people say are bad. So, prompt number one: do you dog ear your books? Do you physically fold them? No, I don't. Have I done it? Yes. But no, I don't. Do you annotate your books? Sometimes I do. And it's not really. I think I talked about this a couple of tags back. Um, yeah, some books I just feel like I need to write a thing in there or make note of something. Just this morning, maybe this is apropos of how I'm feeling today. I was reading. I was reading Proust this morning. Yes, I was reading Proust this morning, and I came across a quote, um, which is, furthermore, talking about Francoise, his very old-fashioned, his family's cook. Furthermore, she, Francoise, believed the valet to be a friend after her own heart, for he never ceased to denounce with fierce indignation the appalling measures which the Republic was about to enforce against the clergy. Francoise has not yet learned that our cruelest adversaries are not those who contradict and try to convince us, but those who magnify or invent reports which are liable to distress us, taking care not to give them any appearance of justification which might lessen our pain and perhaps give us some slight regard for an attitude which they make a point of displaying to us to complete our torment as being at once terrible and triumphant. I don't know. Cold, cold comfort, I would say. All right, so yeah, so I drew a little line next to that. I made a note on the flyleaf here of the page number and the topic. So yeah, so I do annotate. Do you roll covers or break spines when you read? I try not to break spines, but when reading a mass market paperback, like I read Dune last month, mass market paperback, very long. It's almost impossible not to crease it a bit, but I don't generally bend them all the way to break them. So, um, do you listen to something while you read? Do I listen to anything? I generally no. Sometimes I'll read in the living room while someone's watching television. That is a challenge most of the time. I certainly couldn't read Proust while I was listening to anything. And if it's music with lyrics, that is definitely going to distract me. Sometimes I can listen to some instrumental music while reading. Do you read in the bathroom? None of your business. Who told you that I did? Do you read in water, such as in the bathtub, in a pool, etc.? I'm so rarely in a bathtub or a pool, it's not really an issue. But I'm not in the habit of reading in the bathtub. If I took baths, I probably would read in the bathtub. Um, I'm not big on going to the beach, or and I don't have a. My neighbors across the street have a pool. Some people, so it seems they invite people over there. Maybe I could be friends with them, but I don't. I just don't think they're my kind of people. So I'm hoping that rather than befriend my neighbors, that some of my friends will eventually buy their house and move in, and then I can go and use that swimming pool. We'll see. Do you DNF? That is, do I abandon a book that I have started reading? Do not finish? Um, Obviously, it's happened, and so yeah, I do sometimes. Rarely though. Do you ever read ahead or skip to the end of a book? Mm, I think I've maybe skipped a paragraph here or there in a book if I was like, yeah, I get the point of this. But just like saying, I'm on page 152, let me just see how this ends. All right, there we go. I'm good. No. Um, are you book polygamous? Read more than one book at a time. Yes. Yes, I am. So I typically will be listening to an audiobook and reading a physical book, and often I'll also have a book on my Kindle that is a separate title that I'm reading. And sometimes I'll have more than one book. So, I'm reading this novel, and I'm also reading a collection of poetry. Um, and at the moment, I'm listening to an audiobook of William Deresevich's The Death of the Artist, and reading on Kindle Swimming Home by Deborah Levy, a book I learned about from the left-handed reader. So there you go. Yes. Do you own more books than bookshelf space? Yes. Yes, I do. Bonus. Do you ever take a book without leaving a book at a little free library? I do this all the time, but I also leave books without taking at little free libraries all the time. So, yeah, I go both ways when it comes to that. Number 11, tag some people. Well, if you are watching and I'm gonna tag some people in the comments. But if you're watching and you once thought that no one was above the law in the United States of America, you're tagged. Let me know. Is it that bad? It seems that bad to me. Anyway, thanks for watching.